Hello everyone, and today we are back with another Loomian Legacy top 5 video. And we're going to be talking about the top 5 weathers in all of Loomian Legacy. Honestly, weather is a huge addition for Loomian Legacy PvP, and all of the weathers have their advantages. This list will be ranked on how each weather affects the battle, and the teams that you can build under each weather. Let's head right into this top 5 list. Number 5 onto this list will be the Thunderstorm weather. This weather has some good effects, like making electric type moves do more damage, and increasing the accuracy to these moves as well, making it bypass dodge. You also can't have any Loomians fall asleep during a thunderstorm, which is a huge W. The problem with thunderstorms is not thunderstorms itself, but the Loomians that are used under it. Plasmoth is not a good weather setter. It's a defensive Loomian that doesn't have any recovery, and it also doesn't hit that hard either. It at least has Flash and Flee, but it's too fast to utilize Pivot to its potential. There also isn't any electric type Loomians that can utilize Thunderstorm. Ikazune and Zulong are too fast, and they just pivot in and out of battle. Phagenaut can be dangerous with its secret ability, but Earth and Plant types can just beat Phagenaut. And while Soulburst Joltooth is the most busted Soulburst of all time, it can be ran outside of Thunderstorms, and it can still be pretty all OP. The only Loomian that can actually benefit under the Thunderstorm is Metatoad. It hits pretty hard, and it can hit Earth types Loomians with either Psycho Blast or Mega Punch. That's it. I like Thunderstorm's effects, but it can never be fully utilized because all the electric Loomians are either pivot setters or defensive Loomians, so the extra boost in electric attacks don't matter that much, with Metatoad and Joltooth being the only exceptions. These are the reasons why Thunderstorm is the worst weather in all of Loomian Legacy, and it deserves number 5 on this list. Number 4 on this list is going to be the Strong Gust. People might be shocked that Strong Gust isn't in last place, because this weather has the worst effects out of all the weathers. Strong Gust effects makes air types go 10% faster, and that's it. Air types also can't be trapped by trapping moves, but you are already immune to Quicksand, so it's only really Pestilence that this really works with. That's it! That's all Strong Gust can do. So why is this weather above Thunderstorms? It's because of the Loomians you could pair with Gust teams. Whippledrift is a Strong Gust setter, and it's okay. It's a plant type that can block Flash and Flee, and it can have some good support options like Snore Spores, Wonder Herb, and Sap Plant. Other air types that could fit on this team is Expert Onslaught Morpheus and Soulburst Stratosaur. These are two of the most dangerous Loomians in all of Loomian Legacy, and a ×5 Expert Onslaught can destroy most teams. You also have all of the Gargolem forms who are immune to electric type attacks. Gargolem Defense in particular can control the Hazards game, and it can slap down other Loomians' items as well. Other options include Avatros with Brawn Boost, Zeppelin with Mudslide and Peace of Mind, Sorelli with its Appetite ability, Woodrix with its Wise ability, Dragodine with its stall breaking capabilities, Typhoon as a range wall, Nimue as a strong pivoter, and Odayaga for its amazing coverage options. There are so many options to build a Strong Gust team, and most of these Loomians have hazard removal in Gust and Mudslide. The biggest weaknesses with Strong Gust teams are Zulong and Hunter, as both of those Loomians can easily break through every air type in all of Loomian Legacy. And Icicle Traps can also be very tricky to deal with as well. Despite Strong Gust's pretty mid effects, Expert Onslaught Morpheus and Soulburst Stratosaur are the reason Strong Gust is above Thunderstorm, as the speed boost given by the Strong Gust can really make Morpheus and Stratosaur even more dangerous. That's why Strong Gust weather is number 4 on this list. Number 3 on this list is going to be the Heatwave weather. Smoldering Heat has some really good effects, those being a 25% damage buff to all fire type attacks and a 25% damage nerf to all water type attacks, and ice type Loomians losing HP for every turn that they are on the field. Your weather setters are Soulburst Crackalola and Billowforge. They are both extremely slow, and since they are very slow, they will always set their Heatwave weathers before any of the other weather setters, which is a huge advantage. They are also extremely bulky, and they have good support options, like Poison on Billowforge and Raging Flame on Crackalola. The star of the show here is surprisingly Arceros. Arceros isn't weak to other water types, has a damage boost to all of its fire type attacks, and it has a move that can hit water type Loomians for super effective damage. Its good speed stat can make our Suros extremely dangerous under the heatwave weather. Other good Lumians are Inferno Chartikis, Soulburst Eruptodon setting up Hellstorms, Seer Knight, Billaforge, and Ovidius all have in Boiling Press, Revenine for its late game capabilities, and Leia Torch for its highly damaging flares. The biggest weakness for Heatwave teams are the existence of Rain teams. Rain teams are so good right now, and even though you take less damage from the Water-type Lumians, you are still in an unfavorable matchup. I mean, you're still weak to Water types at the end of the day. Not to mention that Rain Lumians can always swap in and can get rid of your Heat Wave, making your Fire type useless against most Rain teams. The only way to break through Rain teams is to run a lot of Boiling Press Lumians, and that's it. Heat Wave is good in some areas, but it struggles against other weather teams, and that is why it's out of the top 2. Number 3, though, is still a very good spot for the Heat Wave weather. Number 2 on this list is going to be the Fog weather. The dense fog probably has the best weather effects in the entire game. Its effect disables almost all abilities from the opposing Lumians that aren't Spirit types. The only exceptions are other weather setting abilities, Festive Spirit, and Cosmic Pressure. Other than that, other Lumians' abilities are gone. And since you are using a Fog team, your Spirit type Lumians get to keep all of their abilities. Tronix is also one of the best weather setting Lumians in the entire game. It has Spite, Flash and Flee Pivot, and has one of the best defensive typings in all of Loomian Legacy, with its only weakness being against metal types. You also have some good teammates under the Fog. You have Neverbear, which can block Flash and Fleas. It can also set up bulk ups. With Rageful Plushie, it can break through a lot of teams. Wendelin and Dusket can give you fast pivot options. Vesperatu and Ursul can deal heavy damage while also having slapdown utility. And Yursnak and Marafe are heavily defensive and can baffle out of bad matchups. While there aren't any Lumians that can exploit Expert Onslaught under the Fog, all of the Spirit-type Lumians are so good, it really doesn't matter that much. The true weaknesses against Fog teams is almost all of the Spirit types are weak to Ancient-type Lumians, and the Fog teams are held together by Charonix, and Charonix doesn't have any reliable ways to heal. If you lose Charonix, there's a good chance you lose the match because Charonix covers so many weaknesses from the other Spirit-type Lumians. Also, any non-Spirit types from your own team also loses its abilities while the Fog is active, which can restrict team building on your side. Despite those flaws, the Dense Fog is one of the most overpowered weathers, and its number 2 spot on the list is well deserved. There's only one weather which is slightly better than Fog, so let's head straight to that right now. The best weather in all of Loomian Legacy is the Rain weather. While under Heavy Rain, Water-type moves have a 25% damage boost, while Fire-type moves have a 25% damage nerf. You also get a bonus of Plant types healing their HP while they are under the Rain. These are huge buffs to Rain teams, but the reason why Heavy Rain is number 1 is because of the Lumians you can pick. Your Rain setters are Deludrix and Bezeldew. Both Lumians are amazing Rain setters. Deludrix has amazing coverage and good damage output, while Bezeldew is more bulky and its slow pivot makes it so the other water types don't take any hits. The stars of the show here are Levatros and Soulburst Skellic. Both of these Lumians are insanely OP while in the Rain. Levatros with Expert Onslaught and for a Lumian with 150 speed, one bulk up could be enough to break through an entire team. Soulburst Skellic can click Drudge once, and while in the Rain, can outspeed anything in the entire game. Both of these Lumians are extremely hard to stop while Rain is active. Other teammates include Fish Karna, who can re-give hazards back to the other team. Luminami and Cleone are both amazing with slow pivot. Aklos and Samarine can both set up and can also sweep teams as well. Cephalops is extremely bulky, and with Rageful Plushie can recover all of its HP with Soul Drain. Jalusa is still an absolute monster. Barblast is extremely bulky and can stall out teams with poison. We have Banfino and Molmerk, who can heal their own HP while in the Rain. And finally, all the other water types like Dakuda, Garlash, Lumelo, Pronsu, Cannabo, and Parasol, who can all benefit while in the Rain. There are so many options to build a Rain team, and that's why I put the Heavy Rains above the Dense Fog. Rain team's only weaknesses is against other toxic types, but even then, You could have 6 Loomians on your team that are water types, while your last spot can deal with those dreaded toxic types. The Heavy Rain has so much firepower and so many options to build a team around. And that's what makes the Heavy Rain the best weather in all of Loomian Legacy. And that is my list on the top 5 weathers in all of Loomian Legacy. What is your favorite weather? Please tell me in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!